subject we're going to be covering is the really important subject of self-discipline. And some of you just went, that's so good. And some of you just went, oh, that's not my favorite subject. Galatians chapter 5 lists 9 fruit of the Spirit. In other words, these are results, the natural results of the Holy Spirit being at work in us. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now get the first 8. They're clearly God virtues, and they're very relational words. It's the 9th one that just seems a little bit out of place to the others. If you were to do a study on self-control or self-discipline, and we don't have the time right now, just from the New Testament, you would be amazed how many times it's spoken of and the context into which it is spoken. Self-discipline is really important. I think self-discipline is what keeps the other virtues from leaking out of us, if I can put it like that. Now, don't be overwhelmed. I'm going to give you 9 different areas of discipline that I think you should at least contemplate and contemplate prayerfully. No particular order of importance. Number 1 is spiritual disciplines. In other words, your reading of His Word, your worship, and your prayer life. Number 2 would be health, eating, exercise, sleep, rest, hygiene. Number 3 would be discipline in the area of relationships, primarily family, marriage, children, extended family. Number 4 would be discipline in the area of work. I've always said to my daughters, I don't mind what your husband does, just so long as he has a really good work ethic. Now from number 5, the areas might be new to you as disciplines. Number 5 is self-discipline in the area of your senses. In other words, what you watch, what you listen to, how you speak. Number 6 would be your thought life. The Bible talks about taking our thoughts captive. Number 7 would be discipline in the area of personal management. In other words, the presentation of your life. What's your diary look like? What's the stubble on your face look like? What's your bedroom look like? What's your house look like? What's your garden look like? Is the lawn mowed? Is your car clean? Number 8, self-discipline in the area of personal expenses. What you save, what you spend, and what you give. And number 9 would be, for us as Christians, pastoral disciplines. In other words, those things that are in place to help me connect and to help me care. Please go and contemplate those disciplines. I'd now like to just give you 3 observations that I've seen in the way that people respond to these. The first is this, is you get that argument or that notion that says, I'm just not a self-disciplined person. I'm just an all or nothing person. Well, unfortunately, the Holy Spirit doesn't give you that space. He doesn't give you that option. We're not talking here about fruits of self. We're talking about fruits of the Spirit. We're not talking about this is my personality. We're saying this is the personality of the Holy Spirit who is within me. To say, I'm not big into self-control and that's just for those really few achiever-focused guys, is like saying, well, I'm not a patient person and therefore I don't really need to worry about it. I'm just not patient. Nobody would ever discard the need for patience by saying, I'm just not naturally patient. They would get before God and say, Lord, Holy Spirit, help me to be patient. Well, it's exactly the same with self-control. Both patience and self-control are fruits of the Spirit, not just fruits of you. The second thing that people do is that people rank these disciplines. And this one is more important than that one. And that may be true. Personally, I don't think it is, but that may be true. But it's a very unhelpful way to look at it. Let me give you an example. Spiritual disciplines, sensory disciplines. Is spiritual more important than sensory? Is your reading of the Bible more important than what you watch for entertainment? What could happen is that you end up trying to attract God by your worship and repelling Him at the same time by what you watch. Don't rank these disciplines. They're all important. The third thing I see is that when people find themselves in a season of life where there's not much space, where there's not much room, where they can't attend to their disciplines in the manner or with the time that they're normally able to, people tend to discard them. And I want to say, don't do that. Don't lose the rhythm of your discipline. Because once you've lost the rhythm of it, it's very difficult to get it back. Rather than lose the rhythm, just cut it down to something that is realistic and achievable. But don't drop it altogether. Don't hold some, to the max and just let the others go, because they're all important. I'll give you an example. I go to the Virgin Active. I'm fortunate enough to do that, and I really like it. They've got great equipment, and you can have a shower and a sauna. But we're in lockdown now. We can't do that. So does that mean I just stop exercise? No, I found a way to do it. And so if you go upstairs in my driveway, if you go up the stairs to the driveway, you'll see I've stuck a step ladder between two pillars. I've put some concrete blocks on the floor to make a bench. And so gym now, that exercise that discipline has not been discarded because the space is smaller. I've just made a plan. And one of the great advantages is now I get to choose my own music. I can play whatever I like. I can do gym to Beethoven. How amazing is that? Point is this, friends, is make a plan. Don't discard your disciplines when life gets tough or time gets pressurized. Make a plan and keep on with them. Friends, your disciplines are important. And they may not be important to you, but they're really important to the Holy Spirit who is inside you. And they will safeguard and give really good banks to your life. God bless you with your disciplines.